Hi, today we have a very interesting video where I am going to share with you certain journaling tips, and I also have my 4 years of journals. So I'm going to show you some of my favorite spreads, journal spreads, and how I have continued journaling over the years. Now, let's begin with, if you are a first time journal writer and you're like, oh my god, I've always seen you journaling, but I have a few fears. So let's first understand what are the basic fears if you are starting out journaling. The first thing that a lot of people say is that, Koheli, I'm not a big writer. I don't know what to write in the journal, and that is why I don't take journals. And what is really interesting about journals is that sometimes you don't even need to write much. You can write a single word. Many of the spreads which I will show you today just ask you to color in. So like habit trackers, you don't have to write today how much you did. If you walked 10,000 steps, you would just color it in. If you drank 6 glasses or 8 glasses of water, you would just color it in. You really don't need to write much in a journal. So that's the first myth. The second myth which I want to really help you get over is that you have to write in a journal every single day. A lot of people will be like, yes, I'm going to write in a journal every day. So you write all of January, then first week of February you'll write, and then you just forget about your journal. And then what happens is that guilt comes in. Oh my god, my journal is just full of empty pages, and that was such a waste of money, that was just a waste of paper, so I'm not going to journal the next year. So what I want to tell you is that you don't need to write every single day in a journal. I don't write every single day in a journal. There are months on months which are just empty pages. But what I like to do is to journal regularly. What do I mean by journal regularly? It is like every beginning of the month, every first of every month, I might sit with my journal and just think what all I want to achieve in that month. Every new moon or full moon, I would just want to sit down and do some kind of revision of how my months are going. Every 3 months, so quarters, that's like just 4 quarters in a month, right? So after the first 3 months, you would have one quarter. After another 3 months, you would have another quarter. So if you divide your year into 4 quarters and you just pick up your journal once in every 3 months and do a good review of how your 3 months went, I think you would get a lot out of your journaling practice. You could pick up your journals every Sunday. You could pick up your journals every new moon. You could pick up your journal once a year for your birthday. It is still well worth having a journal, right? So don't think that you have to journal every single day, and don't think you have to write a lot of things in a journal. And so these are the 2 points. I hope it starts you off on your journal practice. So one of my favorite pages is this kind of goal grid, which gives you this kind of beautiful structure to your goals, like what you want to become, what you want to create, what you want to, where do you want to travel, what you want to believe. And I loved this grid. In one single shot, I know what I want to achieve. I love these review pages which help me really come down to what's working, what's not working, what am I feeling, what can I celebrate, what was really good in this month. So these kind of pages really help me to go over the entire month, even if I have not written any entries of the month. I love these current me and future me pages. A current me, what are my habits, what am I good at, what am I not good at, all of that. And a future me, which also tells me what I want to be, who do I want to be. I love these kind of spreads where I'm comparing my current me to my future me. I love period trackers. I love period trackers for women because we are hormonal women and we are not the same every single day. Depending on our periods, depending on our ovulation, I have more energy, I have low energy, I am more moody. And this really helps me to track, oh, right, what was, how long are my periods? Are my periods regular? That is one thing. It also helps me to, I like to track it according to the moons. Was it a new moon and a full moon? So I have actually changed this into a new moon and full moon along with a period tracker. I love these annual trackers where I can track a single thing for over the months, be it my weight or my Google reviews or my YouTube followers, all of that. The next page which I really like is this one, which helps me to see the entire year at a glance, and every single day. This is something that I have tried to make for myself, that if every day I see 25 patients in the clinic, I mark it out. If I have 1 hour family time with my family, I mark it out. If I've done something creative, I mark it out. If I went to the gym or had 10,000 steps, I mark it out. And so this way I know how successful my days have been. I have, it's been a real fun page. Again, you don't have to write much. You can just color them in. Works very well for me. I love this concept of a gratitude or a happiness jar, where inside the jar you're just filling it in anyhow, either with words or whatever. So that really, takes the pressure off. If you're trying to write a gratitude list, it's not numbered. Oh my God, I didn't write so many. You can just fill it in anyhow, and it's really fun. I love this year in a single page, where you can find your emotions, where you can color in your emotions and you can see how your year went. This is from my son's journal itself. And of course, we like to have simple pages where we can color in and just mark out how the month went. No stress at all, no writing long things, and it's so simple. And I really like these simple pages where you can just write in what's happening in your life, and the emotional pages. Another favorite page is the Wheel of Life page. Earlier, I used to get really daunted about this page, but it's really simple. Say your out of 10, you just have to mark how much is your health at. Say your health is at a 4. Your personal growth, say, is at an 8. Your finances are at an 8. Your career is at a 9. Your spirituality is at an 8. Your recreation is at a 10. Your relationships are, say, at a 7. Your environment around and the way you have an environment is at a 7. Then you see that while some areas of your life are growing pretty well, your health is still at a 4. And then if this was a wheel, the wheel would not move beautifully if it's not balanced. And so this just shows you how to balance your life, and then you can, work on your health to bring it to an 8, even if your finances go down by 1, or your recreation goes down by 1, or your career goes down by 1. As long as you have a beautiful circle which is either at an 8, a 9, or a 10, and you can just work on different areas of your life. I love to do this like once every 3 months, because you need to really spend some time to balance this kind of wheel of life. I also like to do a quarter review. So what's working for my health, what's working for my finances, what's not working for my finances, what to work with my career, what's not working out, so that this and this both together help me to really balance out my life every 3 months, or every 100 days, or every 90 days. So this is really interesting for me. Now, I am not a big fan of meal prepping on the journal, but I've done it before in a few years, and those years were great as well. So you write down what is the plan to make breakfast, lunch, or the tiffin snack and the dinner. And this way, especially if you have a big family, this just gives you a little bit of a layout on what you will have to buy at the marketplace if this is the menu for the entire month. Now let's talk about some of the pages which come in the journal, which seem like such a great idea, but they've never worked for me. The first thing is the expense tracker and the financial spreads, right? The first thing is that I don't track my expense day to day. If you are someone who tracks their expenses, yes, that could be something interesting for you. But what I tend to do is that if I buy stocks, or if I buy mutual funds, I don't maintain it in this kind of diary, because these annual journals keep shifting year to year. And if I buy these stocks, I buy them for long term, right? For 5 years, 15 years, mutual funds and all. So I don't maintain them on this kind of yearly annual journal. I have a separate tracker. Sometimes digital trackers are there already built into apps. So why would I write those amounts in the journal? So I find those pages really not worth it. The second thing is meal planners. Now, if you are the meal planner of your family, you might already have a system going. If you don't have a system going, then yes, 1 or 2 months of meal prepping on your in a journal or in a book really works out, so that you know what is there in the fridge and what you need to do. But in India, I see that we have a lot of leftovers. We sometimes have parties, we sometimes have this thing, that thing. So it gets really anxious for me if I've written something on the meal prep journal and it doesn't get made. So I found that was also not working out for me. The third thing, which seemed like such a great idea, was stickers. Sticker books. Can you see I have all these sticker books from so many years of journaling, okay? And each of the journals which I buy, they will say 1000 stickers, 2000 stickers, and I'm like, yes, I want more stickers. And then what happens is that I just don't want to use those stickers again. Now there is a journal which is for 1 year, and now if I stick that sticker in the book, then it's such a beautiful sticker, I don't want to put it on that page. So what happens is that I never use the stickers on the journals. But what I do, and you will see, I'll show you all around my house, I have the stickers on my mirrors, I have stickers on the doors, I have stickers on the cupboards. So I don't stick them on the journals. So it really doesn't make any sense to have these small to-do kind of stickers in the book. I prefer to buy sticker stacks, which you can easily buy off anything, and have separate stickers which are wall stickers, which are mirror stickers, so that I can have them all around the house. I don't use my stickers for my journals. So these were some of the things that if you're like, but I don't know, this is a lot of pages, what will happen that out of a big book of journaling, only a few pages you might tend to use, and that's okay. You will still get maximum out of your journaling experience, even if you use like 10% or 20% of your journals. So get starting with journaling. Don't feel like, oh, this was a waste of my time. Start it. You will find the magic in the pages. So here's another secret. Every year I buy a different type of journal, a different author who's made the journal. Why? Because each person has their unique way, their unique layout. And if I want to grow every year, if I want the year to feel different from the last year, I want to keep shifting my journals. I feel like just having a new book, a new layout makes me think differently. Each of the journals have some pages which really work for me, some pages which don't. Sometimes I wish that something from the last journal would exist in this one. That's so simple. Just take a plain page, create it for yourself, and stick it in your journal. It's as simple as that. So experiment with different journals. You will never get a full layout of how a single journal looks, because they'll show you sneak peeks. But even if you see a lot of sneak peeks of different journals online, you'll never get the full feel of the journal until you buy it for yourself, experiment with it. So that is my take on journals. Don't feel like, oh my God, did I buy the right journal? Should I have bought something else? Go with one. See how it feels for you. If it doesn't feel expansive, if you are not excited by, oh my God, I want to write in it, then that's not the journal for you. If you see it and you're like, oh my God, I just can't wait to dig deep into it and dive into it, then that's the journal for you for that year, for that season. And never feel that there is always a beautiful journal out there for you. Even a simple lined book can be a beautiful place to start your journaling journey. This year in 2024, I am coming out with my very simple, very easy to use, stress-free way of journaling, which is the Moon and Manifestation Journal. The Moon and Manifestation Journal, I'm going to make a complete different video on it. but just 3 things that will help you if you are a newbie journal maker or journal writer, how the Moon and Manifestation Journal will help you. The first thing is that it's going to be really thin. It's going to have annual, it's going to have quarterly, it's going to have monthly reviews, so you are not like staring at multiple blank pages and thinking, oh my god, what am I going to fill it in. The second thing is it will come in a printable version, so you can print it out for yourself and stick it in your room, or make it your own in your own way. The third thing is that it comes with a journal club built in and an annual membership built in. Many a time you start off like, oh my god, I'm going to write a journal, and then soon after a few months you give it up. But if you have an annual membership, and every month, every new moon, every full moon, we have these beautiful live sessions which you can join on our Instagram page, and you have this community where you can see everyone else's spreads and what they are filling in. I think it's going to help you continue your journaling journey. So we have a community, we have a membership, we have the journal itself, and live classes, all part of the Moon and Manifestation Journal for 2024. You can leave it in the caption or email me on this address, and I will send you more details about the Moon and Manifestation Journal.